Welcome to Brag Radio, which is all about being rich and generous. Every week, your host, Kandas, and best-selling author Larry Goins will show you how to be rich and generous by investing in real estate. Broadcasting around the world on the Brag Radio Network from the flagship station WBT in beautiful uptown Charlotte, here are your hosts, the rock stars of real estate, Kandas and Larry.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey. What's happening?
How are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing?
Good.
Great, great. Good to be back. Fine Saturday afternoon, right?
Right.
Are you ready? Are you paying attention this time?
I'm semi-ready.
How do you mean?
You always ask that when you want me to explain deeper, but I use it on you too.
How do you mean?
You're ready-ish?
I'm ready-ish.
You know what, Chad? That's a great, ish. I've started using that a lot too. That seems like it's a good terminology for us. But, yeah. So, what are we doing?
We're talking about real estate. This is Brag Radio, investing with real estate to be rich and generous.
Is this your first show? Is this the first time you've ever been on the radio? I'm confused.
It's my first time. No.
Good. So, if you're just tuning in, Brag Radio is all about investing in real estate to be rich and generous, as Kandas just said.
What is this Western shirt thing that you have happening
today? It's not
today?
Western. It's a listen.
This is kind of Western. Is this not kind of Western?
I love this shirt. I love it. This is one of my most favorite shirts.
There are diamond cut button things happening here.
It's a rock mount shirt. You Google
I don't know what
rock
that means.
mount. It means it's a nice shirt.
Anyway.
A lot of rock stars wear them.
Really?
Yeah. Mark Knopfler.
I've not ever seen anybody.
Mark Knopfler and who else?
Dire Straits.
Yeah, Dire Straits.
Oh,
See,
thanks.
Chad knows. And who else? Eric Clapton. He wears them about every show. I mean, you can tell it's a. Yeah.
Okay.
I love these shirts. They're awesome.
Okay.
All right. So enough about my apparel.
Wardrobe. Yeah. It throws me off. I'm used to Harley shirts and other button downs, but this has like diamond cut buttons on it. It's just weird.
I love this shirt.
It's just weird. So we invest in real estate to be rich and generous so Larry can afford these Western shirts that he likes to wear so much.
Hey.
You can spend yours
now.
however you want. Oh, that's right. For the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about marketing to buy properties. And I told you guys initially it was going to be like part 1 of 2, and then it has stretched out. So this is now, though, marketing to sell is what we want to talk about today.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. We're going to, we've got a lot of listeners. We actually had a listener come by the office, actually 2 or 3, maybe 4 listeners last week.
This past week
come to the office. And, it's cool to see people come in and see their, where they're from, what they're doing. They're just getting started. But you know what's even more cool?
What's even more cool? That shirt you have on?
What's even cooler is people who are like in our inner circle students that are out there now getting deals, and I'm getting emails and calls and talking to them. Hey, Larry, I just got my 3rd deal. And realizing it all started with them calling 877-LARRY-GO.
Isn't that crazy?
It's pretty wild. It really is.
That the radio show has prompted so much of other people's success.
Yeah, well, it was the initiator, but, I like to think we had something to do with it.
Sure we did. Of course we did. Of course we did. They listened to the show. They came in the door. Now they're doing deals. Getting everything situated to be generous. You can I can hear your cough drop in my headphones. I'm sure everybody else can hear him too.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Chad wouldn't let me play with a roll of tape the other day, but you're getting to chomp on this throat lozenge thing.
We can play with a roll of tape as long as it's not making noise like.
That's what makes it fun, Chad.
Okay.
Or like a water bottle.
So weird. Can we get to marketing to sell properties, please?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So
let's talk about it.
So what do you want me to say?
Well, what you got?
So what we do is we wholesale a lot of houses, okay? As many of our listeners know, we wholesale. I call it real estate day trading. In fact, I wrote a book called Getting Started in Real Estate Day Trading, How to Buy and Sell Houses the Same Day Using the Internet. But there's a lot of different ways you can market for the property. See, Kandas, you know this. We have a lot of people that come to our events and they're scared to make offers Because you know what their biggest fear is, right?
Somebody's going to say yes.
Yeah, and now what do I do, right?
All right.
They're scared to death.
Make offers, and they get one, and it's like, oh, no.
That's the 3 most important things in real estate is make offers, make offers, make offers.
I know. I get it.
So what I want to do on this episode is share with you some things that will help you to be more comfortable to make offers, knowing that you can get the property sold. Because a lot of people think, oh my gosh, a $50,000 house or a $100,000 house or a $200,000 house. How in the world am I going to sell that house in 15 days or 20 days or even 30 days? How are we going to do that? But let me tell you something. If it's a deal, you can find a buyer. Okay?
Right.
If it's a deal and you can't find a buyer, you call me. I'll buy that house. Right?
If it's a deal.
If it's a deal, because I can sell that house.
Mm-hmm. But if you learned from us, then it's going to be a deal when you buy it.
That's absolutely
well.
true.
If you learned and you listened, let me throw that clause in there because we got a bunch of people that learn from us, but sometimes they don't actually listen, which is a problem.
That's true. That's true. We have some people that'll come by, do a tour, maybe get a book or something, and then they call up, hey, I got a problem. Can you help me out with? Well, come to find out they bought a house, they paid too much, or they got involved in a sticky situation. It's like, why didn't you call me before you bought this house? Right, Kandas?
Or why didn't you check through the material just to make sure that you covered your bases? That's right, Kandas.
That's right, Kandas. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, so first thing you want to do in being able to market your properties, especially if you're wholesaling, okay? Because who are you wholesaling to? Think about this, all right? Who are you wholesaling to? If you go out and you pick up a property, maybe it has an ARV, after repaired value of $100,000. Maybe it needs $10,000 in work, okay? And you're picking it up for $50. You're going to wholesale it for $60. That person you wholesale it to, they're going to put 10 in work. They'll have 70 in it, and it's worth 100. It's a good deal for them, right?
Right.
So they might fix and flip it, or they might fix it and rent it out,
right?
Or they might fix it and sell or finance it, or lease option the property. Either one, right? Mm-hmm. So investors, that should be your number one potential buyer for your wholesale deals. And where's the best place to go? Fish in the best fishing holes, right? Go to your local RIA groups. Okay, RIA stands for Real Estate Investors Association.
I just told somebody about that this past week that called in to the brag line 877 Larry Go, and we were talking about that, and he was ready to get started, gung ho about doing everything, hadn't researched real estate investor groups yet. So hopefully I will see him at Metrolina this month.
That's great. That is great. I'm glad you told him about it because Metrolina RIA is the largest investors group in the Charlotte area. There's others out there. You can also go to Meetup. Go to meetup.com, meetup.com, okay, and check out the different real estate groups that are local. Meetup will check your location, and then you can search for groups within like 25 miles or 5 miles or 10 miles or whatever, but just type in real estate. And there's 4 or 5 different groups out there. We used to do a regular meetup. It just got to be too much just because with all my traveling, you keep me on the road all the time. And
I can't do it by myself.
Yeah.
I don't have the same pull.
Yeah.
They don't come to see me, Chad. They just don't.
Yet.
See, that's why I'm...
That's a loyal fan right there. That's a loyal fan.
That's why I'm grooming
Thanks,
Kandas
Chad.
to be able to be the real estate guru, right?
Is that what you're doing?
That's...
Grooming?
You haven't figured that out yet?
That's what we're calling it? Feels kind of forced.
Feels
like forced education. I'm
using
kidding.
your term. You have used that before.
I know,
about yourself.
But the pressure has increased a lot lately.
It really has, hasn't it?
It doesn't feel like it's...
But we've got a ton more things we need to cover about how to market your property. But go to the RIA groups and network. It's full of investors. That's all that's there is real estate investors. And if you want to get a free copy of my book and some other stuff,
call 877 call 877 Larry Go 877 Larry Go. We can get the investors kit out to your email. If you are close enough to the office to come by and pick it up, we'll have a physical version ready for you there. Give me a call 877 Larry Go. And we're back. This is where we start recording again.
Awesome. Yep, we're back. Welcome to Bragg Radio, investing in real estate to be rich and generous. We're local to Charlotte, North Carolina. You're probably listening to this either in your car or if you're listening to a replay, you could be listening to it from any of the U.S. states or the other countries. We've had people from all over the world tell us, that they're listeners,
right.
Loyal listeners.
Right.
And they're not even related to us.
They call me all hours of the day, not realizing what time.
That's because they know Kandas is going to answer the phone.
Not at 1 o'clock in the morning. She is not going to answer the phone. I guarantee you,
That's
at 9:30
hilarious.
Eastern time, she is not going to answer the phone because she's already asleep.
That's hilarious. 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, that could be 1 in the afternoon in the Philippines.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where they come from, but they ring the phone all hours of the night.
Well, it's because they want all that good free education. They want to get them some
free
learning.
Education.
They want to get them some learning.
Get in the glue.
Get them some learning. So we're talking about how to sell your properties very fast because as a wholesaler, the best thing, the biggest asset you have as a wholesaler, real estate day trader, that's what I call it, is your buyer's list, your cash buyer's list, right?
Right.
And the first place we talked about, the whole last segment, was your RIA group, meetup groups and RIA groups. The other thing you need to do is every time you see an I Buy Houses ad, or whether it's online or it's a flyer at a RIA group or it's a sign, an I Buy Houses sign, when you see those, or anything like any ads in the paper, up on the telephone poles, on signs, online, on Facebook, you need to call those ads and find out what they're looking for. Not all I Buy Houses ad signs and ads and all that are other wholesalers.
Right.
They could be landlords, they could be fix and flip investors, that sort of thing, okay? So just anytime you see somebody that says I Buy Houses on a sign, flyer, ad, Facebook, online, offline, whatever it is, on a car or a truck, like on mine. It's on mine. Mine says LarryBuysHouses.com. But anytime you see that, you need to call it.
Right.
And find out, what are you looking for? Are you a cash buyer? Are you looking for fix and flip? Are you looking for buy and hold? Are you looking to do seller financing? Or are you a wholesaler? Now, if they're a wholesaler, how can you still work with them? Are they competition, or can you still work with them? So let me share with you how you can still work with them, okay?
Go right ahead.
So if they're also a wholesaler and you're a wholesaler, you can ask them, now, what is your strong suit? Is your strengths? Are your strengths? Are your strengths? My son, who is 13, makes fun of me all the time because I don't talk right.
He definitely has better grammar than you do.
He definitely has. That's because his mama.
She definitely does too.
His mama has 3 degrees, okay? And I'm not talking about thermometers, right?
You're so funny.
You know what?
3 degrees.
And I have no degrees. None. But you know what happens? Sometimes when Pam gets mad at me, she says, well, what do you know? You don't even have a degree.
She says that?
She does.
That's kind of mean.
But you know what my response is?
What?
My response is, well, honey, thermometers have degrees. Where do some people put those?
Very true.
Is that crazy?
It works.
I know, right? So anyway, so you want to talk to this other wholesaler and ask them, what are your strengths? Okay. Strengths. That's hard to say in one syllable.
Especially with a cough drop.
Oh, it's gone. It's in the trash can.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so what are your strengths? So there's a certain thing called co-wholesaling. I know you've heard of it, Candace.
Right.
We've done it a time or 12, right? Mm-hmm. So co-wholesaling is where one person finds the deal and another person sells the deal, right? Like you might be good at finding deals, getting deals, making offers, negotiating, get them under contract, okay? And then you might find another wholesaler that has a buyer's list already built in, right? So, for example, we've got a huge buyer's list, right? We do. As you well know, we've got a huge buyer's list. We got buyers from all over the country. We've sold houses to people in Australia, Australia from right here in the Carolinas. Can you believe that? We've sold houses to people in Australia from right here.
Why do you try to get an accent when you say Australia?
I don't know.
Don't.
Don't even try.
It doesn't work.
We've even sold houses to people in Nicaragua.
I don't think that's how they talk either.
Nicaragua. I don't know. I have no idea.
You're going to make people mad.
Don't get offended, okay? You can call me a redneck, all right? It's all right. So anyway, so what you do,
Bless.
you find people.
Poor little thing.
Who, I can't help it. So what you're going to do is you're going to find other wholesalers that are good at what they do, and then you complement each other, and you can co-wholesale a deal. Like, for example, if they get a house under contract for $50, you could go out and sell it, and you each make $60, and you each make $5,000, right?
Right.
Is that great or what?
Yeah, playing on your strengths. It's a lot better than fighting.
Exactly. So just like if anybody's listening, I should say, if anyone listening is, because I know there's at least one or two people listening, but if anyone listening has a deal that you need to wholesale, you hit us up. Let us know.
Sure.
We even have a great website to go to sell your properties. It's called submitaproperty.com. Submitaproperty.com. You like that domain?
I thought that was only for students.
Yeah, well, they can submit.
What did you just do?
They can submit a property and sell it to us, or they could go to LarryBuysHouses.com and submit that same property, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one you wanted me to give out, right?
It was. It
Yeah.
was.
So, but anyway, you can submit a property, and if it's a deal, we'll sell it for you, okay? Because we have
Right.
buyers all over the country, even around the world. So signs, flyers, ads, printed classifieds, Facebook ads, online classifieds, online houses for sale, all that stuff, okay? And even in looking at all those, like when you look at online classifieds, like Craigslist, Facebook ads, which, by the way, did you know Facebook was getting into the real estate business?
Well, you said something. I did not until you said something about it this past week. I did see where they are getting into like the job market thing too, where they are allowing people to post jobs, and you can geo-target for job seekers now. And then you said this past week about Facebook getting into the real estate world. That's
true. Facebook is getting into the real estate world. And in fact, they've partnered with Zumber and with apartmentlist.com. They're going to be putting properties for rent in their marketplace. The Facebook marketplace?
Right.
They're going to be putting properties there, and you're going to be able to list your properties and post your properties and all that good stuff.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh, it's going to be great. It really is. So Facebook is not to be outdone by Zillow or Realtor.com or any of those others. Right. So there's a lot of other things. There's where else could you get buyers?
Let's back up just a second. I want to say one quick thing before we go to this next break here in a minute. But when you're calling the signs, when you're calling all the other ads to see what it is they've got, what their strengths are and things like that, you might even pick up something that they say on their voicemail that you could incorporate into what you do. Remember the other day we were driving around and we called that sign just because I wanted to hear what their voicemail said?
Yeah, what did it say?
I don't remember what it said, but you liked it. We wrote it down.
I thought that was a setup for you were going to give some good information.
I did just give good information. I gave a very valid point as to why somebody would call a sign. You can get gold nuggets from other people's signs.
Hey, don't be closing my computer. Leave me alone.
If that was a PC, it would have closed all the way down, and it would have been
that
would have been a lot more.
That's just wrong.
That was just anticlimactic for him just to be able to open it right back up.
Don't even.
I didn't like that at all.
That.
What are you doing?
Are
you looking on Facebook for
I'm not
seeing how you can do a property?
No, I'm not. I'm not looking on Facebook. Not at all. So,
and when he was talking about the RIA groups, make sure that you have business cards, legitimate business cards when you go to those groups too. People want to work with people that know what they're doing. So if you guys want a copy of HUD Homes Half Off, or if you want a copy of the Real Estate Day Trader book and some CDs and other education that we've got in the Investors Kit, give a call to 877-LARRY-GO, 877-LARRY-GO, and we'll get that out to your email, or you can come by the office and pick it up. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Bragg Radio. This is Kandas.
And Larry.
These boys and their music, I swear.
Oh, I love it.
Y'all can see Larry now. You guys can see Larry now, but you can't see Chad. He's still behind the camera. And he is hilarious with his music.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring a mirror in. And I can hold it right here so people can see Chad in the background.
Just randomly sneak it into the frame so they can see him.
I'm a vampire, so that won't work.
Liar.
That won't work. Oh, no. Chad's liable to break something.
What are you doing? He's got a new toy, y'all. He's got a new toy. Sound effects.
Uh-oh.
Sound effects for the show. This could be dangerous.
So we're talking about marketing to sell your properties because so many people are afraid to buy houses or to even make offers because their biggest fear is what if they say yes, right?
Right.
So we've talked about so far about REIA groups. Join your local REIA group. Go to your meetup. Go to meetup.com. I buy houses, signs, flyers, and all that.
Right.
But signs, flyers, ads, printed, online, classified. We talked about co-wholesaling.
Right.
If you find a deal and you're not really good at selling it, partner up with somebody. You know what I mean? I would a lot rather have a little bit of something than all of nothing.
Especially if you're just getting started.
That's exactly right. So the next thing is the place to find buyers is auctions. Auctions, both online and offline auctions.
Now, I can understand how you would find buyers at auctions offline, but how do you find them online? Do you get to? I didn't think you got to see
there are
other people that were bidding.
Yeah, there are certain websites like realtybid.com. You can see their profile, and it has their email address in their profile.
Ah,
is that great or what?
That's interesting.
Yeah, it really is. You can also run ads at auction sites like eBay. You could post a property. It doesn't even have to be a real deal that you have. It's a potential deal. And that you post an ad, okay? Mm-hmm. And then people inquire about it, and there's your buyer's list. I'm sorry, this property's not available. What are you looking for? I'll put you on my buyer's list.
Yeah, that's a very common thing.
That's pretty... What? Nothing I say is pretty common.
I've heard that a lot when I've called signs trying to get information, yeah.
That's good. That's good. So online auctions and offline auctions, there is a website called auctioneers.org, auctioneers.org, right?
Okay.
And you can find any auctioneer and local auctions anywhere in the country of the United States.
That's crazy. Right? All of them are posted on that.
Well, all the different auctioneers, because it's a professional association that most auctioneers are members of.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at you teaching me something.
Wow. Imagine that. Look at you acknowledging it.
That's even more rare.
I know, right? That's hilarious. So here's another really cool thing. When you find properties that are available at auction in your local area, now this is really a good auction buyer's list hack right here, okay? So
auction buyer's list hack.
That's right. It's exactly what this is.
Okay.
Most people won't do this, okay? But the ones that will do it will, rest assured, you will get real buyers and they'll be cash buyers, okay? Here's what you do.
What do you do?
Here's what you do. Here's what you do, okay? You go to a property that is about to be auctioned off. Now, they're not showing the property, okay? Potential investors go out and look at the property, okay? But the realtors aren't taking people over there, walking them through.
Going through
this is the kitchen, this is the bed, all that stuff. So here's what you do. You have some stickers printed up, right? That have your name, your company name, and your website, and your phone number, okay?
So a sticker business card.
A sticker business card. That's all it says. Here's what the business card says, okay? The business card. Here's what it says. It says, I have houses like this, only cheaper and better, with your name and phone number and website. And then you go and you stick it on the front door, on the storm door. And then any investor that goes over there and looks at it, they got the lockbox code. They're
before
going
the
in
auction.
They're like, oh, wow, because there's investors going through the house looking at it to try to determine what they're going to bid. And any investor bidding in an auction, they are a cash buyer and they're a real buyer.
That's true.
They're not a wannabe. They're not a newbie typically, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not new. They know what they're doing, and you're going to get calls. You're going to get emails, right?
Right.
And you're going to add
should.
to and they're going to be real cash buyers. And I want you guys to remember something. A lot of people say, just like I said earlier, we have a huge buyers list, right? We do. But what's more important than having a large buyers list is having a real active buyers list.
Engaged, yeah.
Engaged
Hungry.
and cash buyers list, right? So that's more important than any of it, really, So so stickers at auction houses, that's a great way to find real buyers.
So you don't get called by anybody afterward, or like when they actually go to do the auction?
What do you mean get called? They don't do the auction at the house. They typically do it online.
At the steps.
Yeah, all you got to do is look up on the websites like auction.com, Xome, XOME.com, which used to be Home Search, and some of the other auction sites, Realty Bid. Look up in whatever area, like say you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and just look up for houses available there. Go around to the houses, put stickers on the front window, on the front door, right?
Nice.
That's all you got to do. And you don't even have to do that. You could pay somebody to go do that. You could run an ad on Craigslist.
Like a sign jockey type situation.
That's what we do. We pay sign jockeys to go out and put signs out. We should probably pay them to put stickers out too. Write that down. Let's make a note of that.
We don't do this yet.
No, we don't.
You gave this hack out, and we don't do it.
We don't do it right now only because we already have a huge buyers list, and we buy in 3 different states. We don't buy in Charlotte specifically. We don't buy in Raleigh specifically, or in Columbia.
All of it. Yeah, we don't really have.
We buy all over the place, right? So we have built buyers lists everywhere. Thank you. So
this is awesome. Why do we not do it? That's not right. This awesome hack, and we're not even doing it yet.
Well,
that is a great tip, though. That's awesome.
It is a great tip, and we've sold houses, but see, we have sold houses to people in California, in Australia.
We have a hungry buyers
New Zealand. We've sold houses to. We got a
you
house
guys can
under
call the
contract
office.
right now.
So when you call 877 Larry Go, you can get on that list as well. That's all you got to tell me is that you want on the buyers list.
One on the buyers list, yeah, and inquire about our Inner Circle apprentice program. Right?
There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, where we can personally mentor you and help get you up and running, because that's what we do. That's what we do. So anyway, we got 2 minutes left in this segment. Let me see if I can throw one more out there. Okay, I talked a little bit about Facebook, but I want to dive down and get specific about Facebook. Okay, which this might even run into the next segment possibly. Using Facebook. Everybody has a Facebook profile. If you're on Facebook, you have a profile. That's your personal profile, okay? That's where you connect with friends and all that good stuff, okay? But in addition to that, you need to have a Facebook page for your real estate business, right?
Right.
So you have a page on the top right-hand side of Facebook where it says help. They'll do a drop down. It'll say add a page. Add a page for your business, for your real estate business.
There you go.
Bob buys houses or whatever, okay? And then from there, there's a lot of different things you can do with Facebook. I mean, just a lot of different things. And when we come back from the break, I'm going to tell you all those different things. So get ready, get a pen handy to write all this stuff down, because these are going to be some really cool Facebook hacks as well. But in the meantime, Kandas will tell you how you can get a free book and have us mentor you.
The Real Estate Day Trader book, the Real Estate Day Trader book, HUD Homes Half Off. We've got some CDs and DVDs that've got information and education materials on them as well. You can give a call to 877 Larry Go. If you are close enough to come by the office and pick up the physical kit, then I'll have that ready for you. If not, I can send it to you digitally, just right to your email. Give a call to 877 Larry Go. Check out all past archive shows on bragradio.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Brag Radio. I'm having an issue with my headphones.
Really?
Looks like some kind of junk in the ears. peace thing. I'm gonna start bringing my own.
Good.
It doesn't.
That doesn't sound good at
I'm
all.
gonna start bringing
Don't even
my
say that
own
out
earphones.
loud.
I need to order my own earphones. I need to get my own little puffer thing for the mic.
Puffer thing.
What is this called?
That's radio talk.
It is.
It's a windscreen.
Puffer thing.
Notice Chad has one. Does not have one.
He does not have one. You
He
do not
doesn't.
have one either.
That's because. Oh, I was going to say it's because he knows how to talk without needing one. But I don't have one either, so.
Hey, so you were going to talk about the last segment. You said that you had some good Facebook hacks.
I absolutely have
Don't
some
miss
great
this. It's going to be Facebook hacks. That's what you said.
Facebook hacks for real estate investors, right?
What?
For real estaters.
Real estaters. That's
For real
what we
estaters.
say.
That's what my son calls it.
You're messing
real
up your
estater.
own Larryisms.
I really am, aren't I? But that's okay. So we're
That's
talking
okay.
about building your buyers list, selling your properties, market to sell your properties. Guys, there's more users on Facebook than any other website out there, okay? Probably other than Google, right? But with Facebook, you have a profile, okay? But you need to add a page for your business, all right? On the top right-hand side, as I mentioned last segment, click on Help, click on Add a Page, create a page for that. Now, from there, what you want to do is you want to get followers, okay? So you want to start promoting your page. Make a post, okay? Make a post. I buy houses, any condition, anywhere. I have deep discounted properties for sale, fix and flips, fix and rents, fix and seller financing, all that good stuff. Say what you do, post it, make some posts. When you go out to a property, take a video of you touring the property, looking through the property, take pictures and post it, put it on there, put it on your page. And then you can also do what's called a promoted post. When you make the post, you can promote it. You don't even have to spend but like $10 a week, okay? You don't have to spend much at all. But promote that post, okay? Promote that.
Promote that post.
Promote that post, okay? So you can do that. Now, that's a great hack right there in itself.
I wonder if Facebook has an affiliate program that we should have signed up for before you started giving all this Facebook information.
Facebook don't care about us. They don't. Mark
might
could
not.
care less.
Well, they should.
Zuckerberg.
Because you're giving people a lot of information about everything they can do
it's
on
a drop
his
in the
platform.
bucket. It's a drop in the bucket. When he finds out, he's going to shut it down anyway. I'm just kidding.
When he finds out.
Anyway, the next thing is groups. Groups are huge on Facebook, right? Groups are huge. We, as an organization, are a member of over 200 groups, probably close to 300 groups on Facebook, okay? Now, all you really need to do is search for groups and type in the keywords real estate and wherever you're going to buy, like Charlotte real estate, North Carolina real estate, Carolina real estate, Raleigh real estate, Las Vegas real estate. You could also type in other keywords like private money if you're trying to raise private money to do your deals, private money, real estate private money, foreclosure, other keywords like short sale, wholesaling, real estate, investing, landlording, property management, seller financing. There's just a ton of them out there. There's one called wholesaling houses full time. There's just a bunch of them out there. So join as many of those groups as you can and start. Are you all right over there?
This cord feels like it's like attacking me.
You need a wireless headphone, don't you?
I'm going to get my own. I'll get my own.
So join as many groups as you can and start posting to those groups and start networking and put ads on those groups. And I have houses. I know guys that have sold all of their wholesale deals, no other source other than Facebook.
Really?
Is that crazy or what?
No other source? Because most of our buyers come from signs.
I said I know other guys that do that.
I know, that's what
Like,
I'm
I've
saying.
got
That
some-
surprises me that they can just do it solely on Facebook.
Right. We've got some students in the DFW area. Mm-hmm. That's how they sell their houses, is on Facebook.
That's it.
Now, especially if you are owner financing a house or you're doing lease options,
Right.
Facebook is a phenomenal way to sell those houses or to rent those houses, right?
Okay.
The next thing other than groups, you join the groups and you post to the groups, okay? Next thing-
Regularly.
regularly, okay, on a consistent, regular basis. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to start your own group, okay?
Interesting.
Like we have some groups for our students.
That's true.
Like Larry Goins Student Group. Mm-hmm. We have Larry Goins Inner Circle Group for our Inner Circle members to network and help each other as well. And
we're getting ready to have Larry Goins Hall of Fame group.
That's right. That's right. Mastermind
time.
There you go. So you can also, when you see other people post on the groups and on pages, you also want to comment and share them. When you share them, your name goes right up there as well. You know, like Larry Goins shared blah, blah, blah post from, real estate wholesaling group.
Right.
Right? So if you share and you comment, your name gets seen a lot as well. Right?
You just have to be really active. You have to be very intentional with groups.
That's true. But so you want to share, you want to post, and you want to comment, right? Mm-hmm. In addition to joining all those groups. Now, we all know nobody has time. I ain't got time for that, right? Mm-hmm. So what do? You have a VA, a virtual assistant, do that for you, okay? And you can hire a VA for about $2 an hour.
$2.
In the Philippines, a virtual assistant in the Philippines to make your post. They can even set up your page for you. I don't even care if you don't even have a profile yet. They can set up a profile, set up a page. They can join groups. They can post ads. They can comment, share, post, join all the groups. They can do it all for you. A virtual assistant. You can hire a virtual assistant for virtually nothing and hire them for about 5 to 10 hours a week, 1 or 2 hours a day. That's it. That's all you need. And they can build your entire buyer's list. They can even make those offers for you, right? Mm-hmm. That's what our newest VA does. He's making offers for us.
I'm excited about him too.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's going to do really well.
The only problem, he didn't log on yesterday. He didn't log on until about 10 o'clock. And then when we finally got in touch with him, he said, "I'm sorry, we had a big storm here and I could not log on."
Oh,
that's the only problem about
the Wi-Fi signal.
That's the only problem with the Philippines is with the Philippines, if they have a bad storm, they ain't getting on the internet, right? It's sad, but it's true.
We've had that. It's not really, I guess it's an issue, but it's not an issue at the same time with everybody, with all of the ones that we've worked with.
That's absolutely true.
It's been a common thing.
That's absolutely true. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share with you before we got to go, in addition to Facebook, you could do the same hacks with LinkedIn.
Same exact thing.
Same
pages,
hacks.
Groups,
profile, page, groups. Ad, comment, share, post, and join. There's all kind of groups on LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's true. Kind.
You can even post ads to recruit people on LinkedIn.
That's true.
To recruit acquisition managers and salespeople and all that good stuff.
Ask us how we know.
Exactly. Exactly. There's a tremendous amount of ways that you could do that. Now, we've gone over a lot of different ways to market your properties, right?
Right.
But there's a
3 weeks worth.
There's a tremendous amount. Well, market your properties. This is 1 week. Market to buy properties.
Well, buy was the last
2 weeks.
Yeah.
But if you want all the other ways, just call Kandas and get a copy of my book, Getting Started in Real Estate Day Trading, and ask her about our Inner Circle Apprentice Program.
Yeah, the Inner Circle Apprentice programs will give you a lot deeper dive information. You could also come to one of our 3-day events. It's not quite as deep dive, but definitely deeper than the books. And if you're just looking to get started, the books are included in the investor's kit. You can get the digital version sent to your email, or if you're close enough to the office here in Lake Wiley, South Carolina, you can come by and pick that up, and we'll have a physical version ready. 877-LARRY-GO, 877-LARRY-GO. Check out all past show archives on bragradio.com or send an email to me at info@bragradio.
That's going to wrap up today's Brag Radio. leading the world to be rich and generous. For more information about what Larry and Kandas talked about on today's show or to get a free investor's kit, call 877-LARRY-GO. That's 877-527-7946. You can also go to bragradio.com. Make sure to tune in every Saturday for Brag Radio, leading the world to be rich and generous. Larry and Kandas will show you how to invest in real estate and the many ways real estate creates the ideal investment. Here on News 1110 99.3 WBT.